Well, moving on, omni-channel payment solutions provider FeeCommerce has raised $10 million in a Series A1 funding round led by Singapore-based BNext. The funding is going to be used towards its expansion in international geographies and development of innovative solutions to enhance the payment ecosystem. Joining us now to talk about this and the work that the company is doing is Jose Patil, the CEO and co-founder of FeeCommerce. Also with me is my colleague Arundhati. Jose, thanks very much for your time here. Briefly give us a sense of what you plan to do with this $10 million. Where are you looking to expand? What are these new solutions that you're talking about?
Thanks for having me here. So just to give a quick background, what have we been doing over these years? So as you would have probably been aware, over the last 10 odd years, there's been a huge boom in payments, both in terms of volumes as well as the different payment mechanisms that have come about, right? So you had cards that were largely on point of sale, then they went online, then you had wallets, then you had QR come in. Today, of course, UPI in India is the biggest in terms of volumes. Now you have biometric, you have face-based payments, you have embedded payments, and we're also talking of invisible payments, right? So with all of these mechanisms, as a business, it becomes extremely difficult if they were to see these payments in silos. And that's what's been happening so far. From a payment processing standpoint, you had payment processors who would look at these payment mechanisms in isolation. And thereby, as a business, you never really had a 360-degree view of the payments that were happening. We as a company set about to change that. And over these last few years have built one of the very rare platforms in the world that truly addresses omni-channel payments. Going forward, we still believe there's a lot of friction, especially from an enterprise level, enterprise perspective, in terms of payment processing. Typically what happens, a payment processor typically handles the payment leg of it, but there's a whole lot of things that are manually done still before the payment happens and after the payment happens. So, and that leads to a lot of friction. We believe that it's the right time to actually develop products and solutions to address the complete leg of payments and thereby bring about the benefits of automation. And this is what we are really focusing on today, to bring about a truly seamless experience for enterprises on the payments collections bit.
Absolutely.
So really that's one. So over the next few months, you'll really see us launching newer products to address this particular requirement within the Indian market. Parallelly, what we also, given that we have proven ourselves within the Indian market, we have some large enterprise clients.
Sure. Jose, I'm really sorry to cut you here. We will get into your expansion plans as well, but we're running out of time. So if you could quickly tell us, India is a very highly competitive space, especially for the payment space. So what is it that you're doing that is different from other companies? Give us a use case and what's the traction you've been seeing?
Sure. So as I said, we are among the very few players in India that give businesses, companies, a complete omni-channel experience in payment processing. What this means is today, for lack of having an omni-channel experience, businesses actually miss out on valuable cross-channel insights of their customers. Today, by offering a complete omni-channel, when I say omni-channel, every payment mechanism in the country is supported by us through one consolidated, one integrated platform. What this means is for businesses, they can actually end up giving their consumers greater flexibility in choosing the payment mechanism that they want to use. Also, we are able to enable businesses to connect data across channels. Therefore, they are able to make more data-driven decisions. And lastly, is they are able to also engage with their consumers better. There's a deeper engagement as far as rolling out customer loyalty programs and stuff. Yes.
Jose, we're running out of time, so sorry to interrupt you again, but we have the last 30 seconds. What is the size of your India operations currently in terms of revenue, and by when are you hoping to break even? And where do you stand in the pecking order when it comes to business volumes?
So we hope to be in the top 5 in the coming fiscal. We hope to be in the top 5 in the coming fiscal. And we've set a target of, given our base of increasing revenue 2 to 3 times year on year. So that's the target that we've set for ourselves. Going forward, of course, a small bit of it will start coming from international operations as well.
All right, Jose, thank you so much for joining us on the show, but we're completely out of time. But we wish you all the best going forward.
Thanks.
All right. On that note, it's time for us to head into a short break. But coming up, New York-based manufacturing platform Keychain raises $18 million. We'll dive into how they plan to use their funds, companies' key partnerships, and much more on the other side. Stay tuned.